excited. Amplified Impact, diving into launch your program, how to bring your online offers into the world. So what does it mean to launch your program into the world? This is a sacred invitation to your soulmate dream clients to bring them into the offer that you're so excited about creating, about delivering, about teaching. If this is your first time ever being here on the podcast, in the Facebook group, if you're getting value out of this and you know other people need this, help us to make ripples in the world by sharing. And it would mean the absolute world to me. This is an invitation from a projector, invitation because you're here, because you're listening. If you haven't already given us a review on Apple iTunes, it does allow this podcast to reach more people. If you're in the Facebook group, you commenting, you being here, you watching, you're boosting the algorithm. Thank you. I'm so grateful that you're here and you're listening to this, whether you're in the Facebook group Amplified Impact or you're listening to the podcast Amplified Impact. That is my intention, to amplify the impact that my life, my experiences, my clients, my friends, my family have on the world. And just one more listener, just one more friend, just one more client, it means so much because I get to teach, I get to share, I get to do, otherwise I'm just talking to myself. And I started this business from the jungle where I was slightly isolated and I wanted more connections. So if you're a silent follower, a silent listener, say hi on Instagram, tag me at Amber Hagberg or come into my DMs. It really means a lot to hear your voice and what's resonating with you. Or if you have any questions, or if you want me to touch on any certain topics, like I'm here for you. I'm here for us. This is such a big mission for me. And that's why I want to bring you valuable content every freaking Tuesday so that you can get so much from this. You can grow your human, you can grow your business, and you can make a bigger impact in the world by being here with me. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Of course, like there are many, many things that you want to do during, before, after your launch so that your launch is successful. In today's episode, we're just going to cover the launch phases. If you're someone that's really ready to start learning how to create offers, make more sales, grow and nurture your audience, and all the things that it takes to run an online business, check out Amplified Impact. I'll put the link in the show notes, or you can just go to amberhagberg.com/amplified impact and the number 1. For this episode, you are going to want to take notes. Grab your notebook, a pen, piece of paper. And if you're listening while you're on the move, then come back and listen later. Like you can listen now, right? Take it in once, but then come back and listen later to take notes. When we listen to something once, we hear it. When we listen to something and we write it down, we imprint it on our brain in another level. And when we begin to implement it, it's next level, where you start to slowly begin to not just hear information, learn information, but you begin to embody it. And it becomes your own unique vessel and portal of transformation, growth, understanding of what it means to be on a spiritual journey as an entrepreneur, as a woman dedicated to massive impact. You grow along the way. If there's anything that I can tell you right now, it's surrender the end result. Surrender trying to get yourself somewhere. And I know we talk about that it's a journey, enjoy the journey, but really, if you're not enjoying the process of growing your business, of impacting more lives, then why not get a job? Enjoy this process because it really is who you become along the way. I look at videos and photos and content that I used to create. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're getting good at this. Like you're getting better. And it's because I'm learning. It's because I'm implementing. I'm in mentors. I'm in masterminds. I'm working with clients. I'm growing. And so I'm getting better. And of course, I know I'm an Aries. I want to be there. But I'm every single day embodying more and more that this is a spiritual evolution of my human, my skills, and how I lead myself. So let this be about leadership and personal growth and development, and that every single person is another ripple that you get to make waves. Are you ready? Phase 1 of your launch. Phase 1 is deciding, how long are you going to launch this offer? How long are you going to talk about and sell this course, this program, this mentorship? It can be anywhere from 1 week to 6 weeks. There are no rules. You could talk about it forever, every single day. Depending on if your program is open doors, closed doors, or evergreening meaning that I can sign on to work with you in this program at any time, deciding how long you're going to talk about this offer, there's a chosen date or a chosen length of time. Once you know how long you're going to commit to talking about this offer and to filling this offer, what are your goals? How many clients do you want to enroll into this offer? How much money would you like to make during this launch? Create a number, something to grow towards, but also remember to celebrate every step along the way. Just one person, just one more person. Like, I just want one more person. I just want one more person. I just want one more person. And not make it be about like, it's only going to be a successful launch if 10 people join, because that means every single person up until 10 is not enough. Celebrate every one more person along your launch and know that it's going to be successful because you go all in. This is where you get to unlock your confidence and trust in the process of you launching. There's going to be phases in your launch where no one reaches out. There's going to be phases in your launch where people reach out and they don't sign up. There's going to be phases in your launch where people question, like, is it worth it? Why is it so expensive? Those things do and can happen. This is where you tap into your unwavering confidence of going all in, trusting in your own unique timeline, and having this set date. With this, like, I would play with having 10 people in this program right now. I would play with making 10,000 during this launch. Phase 1 is just really setting the stage of your goals, monetary goals, client goals, how long you want to talk about this offer goals, really just setting the foundation of your launch. And then as you move into stage 2, this is where you'll start to create mystery. Sometimes out on the online world, there's a mystery phase where there are absolutely no details and just a price. And as you start to give more details, the price starts to rise. This is just playing around with, like, how much does your audience trust you? How do they like to buy from you? Do they want all of the details and pay at full price? So you can begin to tease this offer in many different ways. Like, how do you hype up your audience, your community, that something's coming? You can see something's coming. You can say, if you've been wanting to learn about XYZ, you're going to be watching my stories over the next couple of weeks. If you've been waiting for me to drop a program about XYZ, I got something coming for you. This is where you want to build hype, curiosity, and you're literally just planting seeds that you're working on something. You can start to do polls and boost engagement around a certain topic that your program is on. So you see who is in your community that's interested in these type of things. Phase 1 is all about goals, setting the stage. Phase 2 is planting deeper seeds about something coming. This is weaving your way into building a little bit more mystery, building a little bit more curiosity, letting your community know that you're working on something. Phase 2 then moves into asking things like special bonuses, early bird pricing, limited spots for this extra bonus. So as you go from phase 2 and you start to weave more details, you move into the announcement phase, phase 3. And that's where you can talk about special bonuses. This week only, sign on and save $300. This week only, the first 3 people that sign up get a free coaching call with me. Next week, you have a different bonus, a different edge. And what you want to do is just start to weave in ways in which people are going to leap. They're going to take a jump, maybe at saving the income, maybe saving the investment rather. Maybe they're going to jump because they want that extra one-on-one coaching call with you. Or maybe it is that you only work with 10 people in the program and they're like, I want this so bad, I don't want to not be one of those 10 people. So as you move into phase 3, you're moving into the announcement phase and you're starting to leak details. You're starting to talk about the program. It's here, the name of the program, the details, and then some early bird bonuses. This is where you then want to move in from announcing it into creating strategic content. In my program, Amplified Impact, I teach 5 different types of content that you want to be doing regardless of whether you're in launch mode or not. But it's super important that when you're launching, you use all 5 types of content consistently because there's different types of buyers in your world. Some people will buy because of the details. Some people will buy because of the story that you tell about how the program came to be. Some people will buy because of the results one of your client got. Weaving in different types of content, different intentions around your content is going to weave and attract in different buyers at different times. Buyers are just your dream soulmate clients who are ready to work with you based on different content that you're creating. These 5 pieces of content are educational. You're teaching them something. Disruptive leadership, you're going against what most people say in your industry. Drink 8 glasses of water a day. Actually, no, everyone doesn't want to drink 8 glasses of water a day. If you want to scale to make 5 figures a month or 6 figures a year, you only need one program and one niche. No, you freaking don't. I don't. My clients don't. That's actually not true. What you need is a structure. So disruptive leadership in your energy based on what you know to be true, your gifts, your expertise, your passions. Storytelling. How did this program come to be? Why are these pillars of your program so important to you? That's where you start to then weave in testimonials. When my client, Riley, started to implement the strategic content, more clients started reaching out with her because she was putting herself in as an authority. If you've been creating content and no one's reaching out to work with you, have you looked at the strategy around your content? That's what you want to apply into your storytelling, into your testimonials, the results that your life has gotten on you from implementing this, or the results your clients have gotten from working with you, as well as authority-driven content. This is you sharing your unique process, your unique pillars, your way of teaching on a certain topic. Educational, teaching. Disruptive, your personal point of view. Testimonials, results your clients got from working with you. Storytelling, how you got to where you are today, why you're so passionate about this, why you created this program. And authority-driven content. Weaving this into your content strategy is going to really help you to attract the right clients into your world, knowing who your dream soulmate client is, creating content for them. And it's also going to put you as the go-to mentor that they're learning from you, even when you're not online. During this phase, you could also do a hype event or a masterclass or a challenge. This is something that you could do at the very beginning of the announcing phase. Like you announce the program because of the masterclass. If you do it at the beginning, you get to grow your audience, you get to nurture your audience, and you get to sell to your audience right from the beginning. And then you have the entire launch to warm them up. Whereas if you do the hype event, the celebration, the big party, the invitation at the end of your launch, anyone that may be sitting on the fence, thinking about it, reading your content, almost going to pay, when you do a masterclass, they get to experience what it's like to work with you. Because in a masterclass, you're teaching your pillars, your method, your process, you're weaving in little details around your program, giving them instant results right away, a little tiny micro result that allows them to trust you and know that they're ready to go to what's next. And again, this is something that I teach in Amplified Impact, is like, what is a masterclass, how to create an email sequence, how to create your masterclass, and when to launch your masterclass so that you're able to sign on more clients in the midst of your launch. Masterclasses, honestly, are such a good way to grow, nurture, and sell to your audience. And this is something that I've been doing in my business for the last 4 years. And it's refinement, it's learning, it's implementing. You get to be a better speaker. You get to refine your process, and you get to show your community, your ever-growing community, that you know what you're talking about. It's something that I have been doing monthly, if not monthly, every few months, just to get better at my ability to speak, to grow, nurture, and sell to my audience, and really allow me to have a bigger impact and plant more seeds into my soulmate clients' lives, that like I'm the mentor for them. Or maybe I'm not the mentor, right? Like a masterclass also teaches people like, I'm not sure. I'm leaving this thing now. I don't know why I signed up. She's crazy. I don't know if you've ever done that before. You also, during the announcement phase, you want to be selling in emails. You can do it every day, 2 to 3 times a week. Your email list is your hot audience. This is people that are warm. They know, they like you, they trust you, they gave you their sacred email. Not everyone gives away their email these days, especially because of this. So if you have an email list, this is a great thing to start selling. This is a great place to start selling. And that's another reason why masterclasses are so amazing, because it helps you to grow your email list. Your email list is what you own. We don't own social media. Thank you, social media. Thank you, Instagram. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, all these platforms. But one day they may just disappear and we don't know. I mean, do you know MySpace? They're gone. They're not a thing anymore. So emails is a great place to sell every day, 2 to 3 times a week in the midst of a launch. Selling on your stories daily or most days. And again, in Amplified Impact, we talk about different ways to sell your program, but you can think about just giving massive value, talking about who this is for, who this program would be great for, what the results of your program will be, and consistently selling in your stories in different ways. People need to see your content 7 to 32 times before they actually buy. This is because the market is full of people growing, nurturing, selling to their audience, and you're going to stand out the more that you do it. And we just need to see you top of mind until the day that we're ready. Stories are people that want to know what you're up to and what you're doing. And you're not just going to be selling in your stories every day. There's a strategy to showing up in your stories to deepen the relationship with your people. But you do want to do it consistently, as well as a masterclass. Masterclasses are designed for your soulmate dream client. And then after you announce it, you get towards the end date, or you get towards the maximum number of people that you can hold in this course, this program, this mentorship. This is where you start to end the launch. Ending the launch can be closing the doors. This is the final stretch. So even if you're not closing the doors and you have an amount of people like that could 50, 100, 1,000, how many people could you hold in your Zoom room? This is last call. If you've ever worked on a casino, you've ever been a bartender, I might have a full drink and not even want to drink, but I hear last call and I don't want to miss out. So I join, or I order another drink just because it's last call. This is your last chance to join XYZ if you want this. If you have urgency, this is a great place to leave it. Doors are closing, price is increasing, next round is going to be pre-recorded. I may never do this program again, but just be sure that if you decide to do urgency, it's from a place of truth and something that you can hold to. The last thing that you want to do is, I may not do this again, and then do it again. You don't want to lie to your community, or they're going to start to know that you're just using marketing tactics to get more people to sign. And that doesn't feel good. We want to be authentic marketers, be honest, be real, be open. And we also want to help anyone that may be right there on the edge and they just need like a little bit of a push, a little bit of support. How you guys doing? Taking as many notes as possible? I told you this is going to be an episode that you're going to go back to and listen to every single time you launch, a couple times before you go to launch, until you do have your launch strategy dialed in. After you close the doors, it's important that you take time to reflect. Reflect on how your launch went. How did it go? How did you hold the energy through the entire time period that you gave yourself? What were your thoughts? Did you become unwavering at any point? Did you start to question your price point? Did you start to question what it is that you were offering? Did you hold it in a place of confidence and trust the entire time? Did you learn? Maybe next time I'll just do a 2-week launch. Maybe next time I'll actually do 6 weeks of launch. Then go back and read your content. Would you have bought from yourself? When you read your content, did you feel inspired? Did you feel like you wanted to purchase? Did you go back and watch your masterclass and learn? After you go back and you review your content, you review your masterclass, you check in with how you held the energy, what it was happening inside of you. Were you embodying your work? The things that you're teaching in your program? Were you embodying that throughout the entire time of your launch? Were you practicing what it is that you preach? After you check in on all those places and you see just, how did I do? Not out of judging yourself, not out of not meeting an expectation of yourself, but as a desire to grow, a commitment to continue to evolve and see how you did. So next time you can set some more goals to get better, to refine as you grow along. Now ask yourself, how many clients did I get? How much money did I make? Where did my clients come from? How well did I know my clients? And what would I like to do different next time? What could I enhance next time? What could I dial up just a little bit better next time? Where could I tweak my messaging and marketing next time? There's so many things that come into play when it looks at your launch. How long have you been in business for? How long have you been talking about certain topics? How well is your content and messaging when you're not in a launch? Are you attracting and speaking to your soulmate clients? What can you do better next time? And this is out of a place of, I am a soulpreneur. I am embodying what it means to be an entrepreneur, committed to my own growth and evolution and who I'm becoming along the way. And next time, this is what I'm going to do. Next time, this is what I'm going to refine. I'm so proud of myself for these things. When I teach business, I talk about the 4 different archetypes, the spiritual warrior. So how are you taking action for your mindset and your inner growth and your inner human? Were you taking care of yourself and looking at your thoughts? The boss babe was the one creating content. She was the creative one. She was the one showing up. She was the one having sales conversations. She was the one doing the masterclass. The boss babe's like, let's do this. Let's make the money, honey. Were you doing that? Were you unapologetically selling your program because you believe and you know that anyone that works with you is going to be different on the other side? Did you doubt yourself? Did you need to call in your spiritual warrior often? And then the cheerleader, like, were you rooting yourself on regardless of what was happening in your launch and how many people were reaching out and how many people were signing on? Were you celebrating yourself on a day-to-day basis for doing the things it is that you needed to do to get done, to make the impact that you desire to make? And then the mother, how well did you take care of yourself during the launch? My mentor long ago said to go on vacation while you're launching. And I love to take breaks during a launch, to go on a surf trip, to take my family out so that I can disconnect after I've made the content for the day, after I've had the sales conversations for the day, after I've done what I needed to do. I'm like, let's take a break. Let's disconnect. Let me care for myself. But after all of it's said and done, and you're getting ready to launch, you're getting ready rather to start your program, you're done launching your program, it's time to go get a facial, get a massage, go on a surf trip. It's time to take care of you and tap into the mother. Before you go to give your heart out to your clients, give to yourself. And then when you deliver your program, stay connected to those 4 archetypes. And when the program is done, find the mother again, go take care of yourself, unplug, and let this keep happening, where you're so committed to the human that you are and what it is that you're doing, that you have this cycle of giving to your community and your clients, and then giving to your family and your friends. It's so important that you do both. Take care of you. Growing a business gets to be easy. Making sales gets to be easy. Loving who you are and who you're becoming gets to be a practice. That's what it is. It's a practice. So is launching your program. So is leading your program. So is being a human. I hope that this episode is helpful, that you're able to tap into some of these practices that I share with you throughout this episode. And I will talk at you next week. Bye for now.